and the moon, wisdom and unrighteousness. The chambers of the sun and moon, one is superior to the other. Obviously, the sun is superior. They keep faith according to an oath by which they are bound together. In this case, it is marriage. This comes from the Total Book of Enoch, chapter 41, verses 5 through 7. Chapter 42, verse 1. Wisdom, the sun, found no place where she might dwell. Then a dwelling place was assigned her in the heavens. Wisdom went forth to make her dwelling among the children of men, and found no dwelling place. Chapter 42, verses 3. And unrighteousness, the moon, went forth from her, is really a him, his chambers, whom he sought not he found, and dwelt with them. Chapter 45, verses 3. On that day mine elect one, the Son, shall sit on the throne of glory, and shall try their works. Chapter 45, verse 4 through 5. And I, the Lord of spirits, will transform the heaven, and make it an eternal blessing and light. And I will transform the earth, and make it a blessing. Chapter 46, verse 1. And there I saw one who had a head of days, which is aged hair, and his head was white like wool, and with him was another being whose countenance had the appearance of a man. Really, this is a female. This is the Son of Man. So really, it's a daughter of man, not really a son of man. Chapter 46, verse 2. This is the Son of Man who hath righteousness, because the Lord of spirits hath chosen her, and whose lot hath the preeminence before the Lord of spirits in uprightness forever. Chapter 47, 2. In those days the holy ones who dwell in the heavens shall unite with one voice, and supplicate, and pray, and praise, and give thanks, and bless the name of the Lord of spirits. Chapter 47, 2. On behalf of the blood of the righteous which has been shed, and that the prayer of the righteous may not be in vain before the Lord of spirits, that judgment may be done unto them, and that they may not have to suffer forever. Chapter 47, 3. In those days I saw the head of days when he seated himself upon the throne of his glory, not the throne of the Lord of spirits. Who is this head of days? Is he unrighteousness? Chapter 47, verse 3. And the books of the living were opened before him, and all of his host, which is in heaven above, and his counselors stood before him. Note that these are not righteous. This is the devil and his people. Chapter 47, verse 4. And the hearts of the holy were filled with joy, because the number of the righteous had been offered, and the prayer of the righteous had been heard, and the blood of the righteous been required before the Lord of spirits. Now did the head of days have anything to do with this blood being offered? Because these are righteous people being sacrificed, and that's unfortunate. The conclusion so far: wisdom is the Son, the elect one, and the Son of Man. Wisdom is a female. The head of days is the moon and unrighteousness, and the devil, and the head of days is a male. Chapter 48, verses 2 through 3. And at that hour the Son of Man was named in the presence of the Lord of spirits, and his name before the head of days. Mind you, the head of days is the devil. The devil means adversary. Chapter 48, verse 3. Yea, before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of the heaven were made, his name was named before the Lord of spirits. Chapter 48, 4. She shall be a staff to the righteous, whereupon to stay themselves and not fall. And she shall be the light of the Gentiles, and the hope of those who are troubled of heart. All those who dwell on earth shall fall down and worship before her, and will praise and bless and celebrate with song the Lord of spirits. Chapter 49, verses 2 through 4. And unrighteousness, thank goodness, shall disappear as a shadow and have no continuance, because the elect one standeth before the Lord of spirits, and she shall judge the secret things, and none shall be able to utter a lying word before her.